set up a weekly meetings that we did. And these weekly meetings we'll sit down and we set up goals. So if you set up goals for yourself every single week, then
and we would print it out and write it out. Like, we're going to make X amount of dollars this week. We're going to sell this many products this week. We're going to, and we would literally, we'd probably still have them somewhere, but we would fill it out every single week and look back and see where we came from.
What's our improvements.
Yeah.
And that triggers, you're going back to the motivation of it. Like, this is why I did this because I want more freedom. I want to obviously make more money. I want to be my dream to have my own business. So when you do these weekly meetings, or even with yourself, this is the time we've set aside. You go over the weekly goals, and you're like, "Hey, I want to have 8 appointments per day. I want to have 3 upsells a day, 3 rebookings for the next." What did we do? What was our? It
was like the amount we wanted to make per day, 3 bookings a day, like pre-books.
For your next appointment.
For their next appointment, because that's another technique of how to get booked up. You have to always pre-book people.
Yeah.
And then, we had like sell 3 products a day.
Yeah. So we had
we had like a whole list.
It was a 3-3-3 plan that we had. 3 upsells, 3 rebooks.
And not every day I would do the 3, but it kept me motivated of like, oh, okay, I just need one more, or I just need one more. Instead of just being like, oh, I don't know how much I sold, or I don't know what I did, or I don't,
Yeah, it's very important. And doing that with yourself, it's I think it will definitely spark that motivation. And now you have a reason, because like, hey, I need to hit this goal. I need to hit, let's say you start off, when you first start off, like 3 appointments, 4 appointments a day. And then the following month, I was like, all right, let me take that 4 into 6, 6 into 8, 8 to 10. And by the time you're in your 5th and 6th month, that's when I mentioned you have to have a 50 or 60% retention rate. That's when, like, oh, I'm busy. And then it sparks like, hey, this is a legitimate business. I can onboard someone in the next 3 months, 4 months. And then you do the same rinse and repeat process with them. And now you have, your next esthetician that you bring in, your next employee that you bring in. But that keeps you motivated, I think, setting up goals and doing these weekly meetings with yourself or with your partner.